Welcome to this week's episode of FCIAC Football Weekly. Tonight we're coming to you live from Post Corner Pizza in Darien, and we want to thank our sponsors, Blue Streak Sports Training, Carl Chevrolet, and Innovative Health and Rehabilitation. In a battle with major postseason implications, Darien High School was able to come away with a hard-fought 19-14 win over Ridgefield Saturday to improve to 6-1. Hi, I'm Dave Rudin, and tonight we're going to be talking Darien football, and leading off is going to be the coach, Rob Trafone. Rob, a tough one on Saturday against Ridgefield, a little bit different game than you've been playing this year, 19-14, gutted out, gritty type of game.
Yeah, absolutely. And in some respects, actually a good test for our team, to go all the way down to the end of the fourth quarter. But we had our chances to put them away a little earlier with that 3rd and goal on the 5, and the ball snaps over Silas's head, and we get no points out of it. So we leave a good team around to potentially win the game, but thank God we held on.
It's the kind of game you're going to need to participate in, especially now we got the last few weeks of the season. You're in a good position right now to state tournament and possibly even the FCIAC tournament. You're perfectly right. If you are constantly ahead in the fourth quarter and you're pulling your starters out and you never go down to the final whistle, your starters really don't know what it's like to hold on like we had to on Saturday. So I thought it was a good test, and thank God we came out on top. You're on a 3-game winning streak since the loss to St. Joseph. I know you were disappointed after you had the lead against them. What did you say to the team just in terms of getting them to regroup since that game?
Well, our philosophy, Dave, has always been every team tries to win every game. And I always tell my guys that if you lose one, then you win the rest. So, our goal was to, win every game from that point going forward.
Are you surprised you sort of operated a little bit underneath the radar? Everybody knows you're a solid team. I don't know that people thought you were going to be as good as you've turned out to be. Did you think the team was capable of doing what it's done?
Well, tough question, because when I looked at my schedule last January, I was like, oh my God, I've got 6 or 7, potential state, playoff teams. And a young team coming back in that, you had a quarterback who had only played JV, and same thing with a number of the skill kids. So, but you know what? They worked very hard, and it's high school football, with a lot of hard work and determination, and we are where we are.
What about Silas? Silas Viper, your quarterback, somebody who people really didn't know about. They know about him now. You have to be very pleased with the way he's played.
Absolutely. And you know what? You could not ask for a better kid. I mean, he's the consummate team player. He's the consummate work hard in the weight room, work hard in the off season and passing leagues and things like that. And God bless him. I mean, he's had a great season, and you know what? The team rallies around him very well.
You've got a Wilton team that's played everybody tough coming up, and then you have a very difficult game with North Haven that could be a play-in game, actually, for the state tournament, depending on how things break. Where do you go from here to get ready for the stretch run?
Well, for sure, and I know you think it's a cliche, but you got to take one game at a time. And we know that Wilton's a very good football team. We know that Wilton could have beaten Staples, and they certainly could have beaten Trumbull, so we just have to look at, this week and this week alone. And I told my team our goal right now is to get better every week. If we do that, we're good enough that I think we're going to be fine down the stretch.
Okay, well, it's going to be interesting to watch a bunch of big games, and of course, everybody's favorite with New Canaan on Thanksgiving. I know you're not looking that far ahead, but good luck the rest of the way.
All right, thank you very much, Dave. My pleasure.
I want to thank our sponsors, Blue Streak Sports Training, Carl Chevrolet, and Innovative Health and Rehabilitation. And we're back right now, and joining us is Darien quarterback Silas Viper and running back linebacker Miles Ritter. Do it one more time. We're back, and joining us right now is Darien quarterback Silas Viper and running back linebacker Miles Ritter. Silas, not too much was known about you at the beginning of the season, and I think one of the most impressive statistics of everything you've put up is 60% completion percentage. What's been the key to your success?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's a unique position coming in, being a one-year starter as a senior year. No one really knew what I was like before because I was playing behind Henry Baldwin, which was a great experience for me. But, I really haven't been doing anything special. Just the offensive line gives me all day to throw, and my receivers, Miles is one of them. They just make, catches when I put the ball there. And so, 60%, I guess I only put it in their hands 60% of the time because they don't really drop balls. So I'd like to get that a little higher, but, they make it easy on me.
I've seen you since the first game of the season. You had a rhythm right from the beginning. It almost looked like it's been natural. Was it just things you did in the preseason, 7-on-7s, or did it take a little bit of time to get that way?
Yeah, well, I think it was a mix. A lot of the 7-on-7 stuff, you get the timing down, but obviously 7-on-7 is completely different from an actual game. So what really makes it easy on us is the preparation. So we know what defensive look they're going to give us in a certain offensive formation, and the coaches, Coach Ross, Coach O'Neill, the offensive coordinators, really prepare us well in that way.
I think one thing that's maybe not known about you is you're also leading the team in rushing. You like running or throwing better?
I definitely like to do a mix. I do like to throw the ball, but every time I can lay the wood on somebody, it's a good feeling.
Well, talking about running, Miles, you're known a little bit more for your defensive play, but because of injuries, you had to step up Saturday against Ridgefield, and you ran for 67 yards, including the 15-yard winning touchdown. Did you like getting the touches like you did?
Being able to play a much higher percentage of offensive plays this week and getting a lot more touches than usually was, obviously a fantastic experience. To say the least, I love that. But I don't know. I sort of go into every game, same mentality that as whatever it takes to do to win the game and take down the other team, I'll do. So if that means just playing defense, just playing offense, or even sitting out to let someone else play if I'm too hurt to play, whatever it takes.
Talk about the defense's performance. This is one of the first real tight games that you guys have been involved in, undecided in the fourth quarter, and you held Ridgefield on their final drive there. Just talk about the way the defense played.
Defense played amazing that game. Coming to the game, we let a lot of teams run the ball down our throats on us. So we switched to a four-man front for this game. And with some new D linemen like Jack Griffiths and Jack Tyrell playing inside and moving Spencer McKeough outside, it really helped bolster our run support. We let up a few passes and a few coverage mistakes, but coming into the game, we knew that as long as we stopped Bonaparte, stopped the run, that we were going to be successful.
What do you like better, offense or defense?
I don't know. I'm kind of a defensive-minded guy. Ever since back in middle school, I didn't play much offense, and coaches gave me the nod for defense, so that's kind of where I'm most natural, to say the least. And even last year, I didn't play any offense, just played defense. And playing on a team with all seniors and me being the only junior on defense was really a special experience.
Well, it's time for the stretch run. You got a couple of tough games before the Turkey Bowl coming up. Before you know it, Silas, Miles, wish you much success the rest of the season.
Thank you very much.
All right, thank you.
I want to thank our sponsors, Blue Streak Sports Training, Carl Chevrolet, and Innovative Health and Rehabilitation. And we're back, and joining us right now is middle linebacker Andrew Nault and offensive lineman Nick Kunze. Andrew, Saturday against Ridgefield, one of the first games this year, it was a dogfight in the fourth quarter. As a defensive player, you kind of have to like that kind of situation.
Yeah, it was. Our defense was killing the whole game. We knew we had them on the ropes. We just had to come up with a stop.
Talk a little bit about the way the defense has played. You've maybe been overshadowed a little bit because of the explosiveness of the offense, but the defense has been consistent all year long. What's been the secret to the unit playing so well?
I really think it's just picking each other up. We all trust each other that one's going to be there to fill the gap. We're all friends. We all hang out. So it's probably that.
This is an experienced team. How far can you guys go?
All the way. All the way with our chemistry, all the way.
State championship?
Hopefully.
I don't know, Nick, you agree with that?
Oh, definitely. If we keep playing, keep improving every week and we keep, being a team, I think good things could happen.
Talk a little bit about the chemistry of the offense. Everybody knows about the skilled players get all the attention. You do all the dirty work there, but this offense has always been in a rhythm since day one.
Yeah, it's been great. I'm happy with my O-line, obviously, as the tackle. But we give Silas time. He makes plays happen. The receivers have been great. And I think, since the starting game, I think he really gelled well. And, through working hard in practice and sort of just communicating the games, I think it's been a great season so far.
You guys have done a great job of bouncing back since the St. Joseph loss. What's it going to take for you to hopefully get to the FCIAC championship game? You got to wait and see how things break, but especially the state playoffs where you have a great opportunity.
Yeah, so we're just, the goal really, we can't worry about that stuff at this point. It's more just what we can do. Like, we can't worry about, how other teams play. So we're just focused on winning out and doing the best we can.
All right, well, Andrew, Nick, we wish you a lot of success the rest of the season.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
And that's this week's episode of FCIAC Football Weekly. We'll be coming back next week with another team in another town.